Hey guys, Czar here. Hope all is well. Trust you're having a good day. It's Freaky Friday morning, August 15th, Option Expiration Friday, and we are looking at the daily frame here, guys, with about 2.5 minutes to the open in New York. Inside day, small candle, small bullish body for now on the NASDAQ, up day on both the S&P and the Dow with marginal bullish bodies for now. This is my trading grid, guys. There's the daily, the 30, and the 1-minute chart. I'll sometimes use a 30-second chart over here in fast markets, or a 2-minute or a 3-minute or even a 5-minute chart, but usually a 1-minute chart. Daily 30 and 1, reading from left to right, always from the biggest to the smallest. There's the daily inside day as I showed you. This is the 30-minute time frame. This is my zone frame, guys. Horizontal zones. And you can see that we are in this tight little range here, guys. This is the London session, of course. We kind of pushed up a little bit after that very messy New York session yesterday, very choppy and whippy. And then we drove down a little bit later in London. And now we're kind of in the middle of the span of travel of that London session, right there, dead center. This is clean traffic down below, guys. This is not a prediction on where prices are going, but if we get down here, there might be some fairly smooth sailing, especially if we get down beyond these wicks. And then we have all-time highs up here, nosebleed territory. And so anything can happen here on the open. This, of course, is the S&P. Very similar looking picture, but those are all-time highs just above, whereas NASDAQ has some work to get up to all-time highs. And now I'll bring you back once we open here, guys. All right, guys, we are open. One big 1-minute candle here to open the day at 50 points on the NASDAQ, fairly significant compared with the last few sessions, and 8.25 points on the S&P. Obviously, nothing for me to do here right out of the gates. There's the 30-minute chart trying to push down into that lower range. We'll see if it gets there. Really want to see if it can get beyond the PPI sell down, and that was bought up real aggressively. So this is a key area for me to be watching here today, that's for sure. This is the Asian open range, guys, and the London open range, and you can see that the New York open range straddles the Asian open range. Interesting little turn of events here. Dropping down to the 30-second chart here for a moment. Not doing anything right away. And being bought back up again, guys, into the open range. Very sudden bearish start here coming in, now pulling back on both the NASDAQ and the S&P. Very much in sync here so far for the first few candles. 4 minutes in, or fourth candle in, I should say. Sell stop order, guys, right now. Stop above the open range. Here we go. Fairly aggressive entry here for me. That's a significant shift here on that 30-minute chart, guys, taking out, I don't know, 20 candles or so. Those are half-hour candles. Below the London open range, below the Asian open range, below the New York open range, if we get down there again. 30-second chart, fast market rules. I think there's a very good chance we're going to make a run for this clean traffic area here to the downside. The daily is inside with a bearish body, neutral stance. I can take longs or shorts depending on what happens here and here. And I am choosing short if we break the low. If we don't, all bets are off. This is a minor zone here, guys. I'm just going to take it out so it doesn't distract us. This is the more key zone that I believe we absolutely have enough explosive volume here on the New York Open to blast right through that without any trouble after all of this chop and grind yesterday, this big sloppy tug of war that we had in New York. That is all over now. The fight is over, and now we're getting some clean, decisive action here, impulse, corrective, impulse. This is in London in the pre-market, and now a massive amount of volume comes in, and if we break down below, I think we got enough juice here to go without too much trouble whatsoever. And I am in, guys. I am in. Short the NASDAQ. Stop above the open range and above the Asian open range. And now it's the waiting game. And target 1 has been hit, guys, and so the 1-hour all or nothing trader has left the game with full profits, and the 2-hour move stop to break even at 1 hour has moved their stop to break even because we hit 1 hour. Now let's see what happens to the rest of this trade. I'm also going to clear out these open ranges here, guys, from Asia and London to clean up my charts. Now we do have news coming in about 9.5 minutes. It is classified as high impact news, but in my experience, the Michigan consumer sentiment does not move the market that much, especially if we're having fairly clean price action. I'm not recommending that traders trade in front of it. I certainly would never trade in front of the key news like CPI, PPI, NFP, things like that, those key 8:30 news events that are high impact, or the 2 p.m. interest rate announcements and inflation pieces. Those absolutely and dramatically move the market nearly every time, and that to me is open gambling. The Michigan consumer sentiment, classified as high impact, in my experience it's low to medium at best, but that doesn't mean it's not going to work against me this time. We'll watch that live here if I'm still in this trade in the next 8.5 minutes. So why am I short here, guys? Well, we had a neutral day, which is permissive to both longs and shorts. Broke down below the open range. Big candle here on the 30-minute chart, guys, out of the gates, taking out, it's going to be 20 or 30 or more 30-minute candles here, guys, after this very choppy, grindy session from New York yesterday. This zone, guys, is from the PPI sell down, which the New York participants said is irrelevant, right? And so I actually entered just below this zone in anticipation of running through into the clean traffic area, which we have now done. Still no guarantees here, though. Dropping down to the 30-second chart. By the way, I'm going to jump back up to the 1 minute here for the rest of this trade. Breaking down below open range. Session low for New York, but also session low for London and session low for Asia. In other words, breaking all of it. Breaking below the Asian open range and the London open range and the New York open range. 9 below 21, EMAs dropping. You'll notice that the daily is now a fairly large down day, having broken 2 prior days' lows on this anticipated move. Now, I want to make it very clear, guys, that I could have placed my stop here, and that would have been a more aggressive stop, in which case I would have hit 2R by now. But I've learned over time on Freaky Fridays, especially option expiration Fridays, it's often best to give it a little bit more room to play. Now, that might cost me being conservative like that and defensive, but over time, in my experience, doing this is more profitable than doing that. All right, guys, we're back, and as you can see, we've pulled all the way back to my initial entry, and so the 2R move stop to break even at 1R has now been stopped out at break even. So we have a 1R winner and a break even so far, and looking like the buyers are coming in to buy the dip, so we'll see where we go from here. And target 2 has been hit, guys, and so the 1.5 hour all or nothing trader has left the game as well. All right, guys, we're back. It's 3:55 p.m. on Friday. We close in about 4.5 minutes here for New York, looking to close out the last model at 1R right there. It's the 2R all or nothing model, looking to get 1R out of it right here before the market closes. And there it is, guys, finally done after more than 6 hours here, guys. I want to thank you for joining me this week and today for Freaky Friday. Hope you have an amazing weekend, and we'll see you next week. Take care now.